Yeah. Yo. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dashing, and we back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel review. Today we're gonna be checking out some true Draco content. Some of the viewers have been asking, do more Eldritch or do more True Draco. Eldritch is a lot easier to use than True Draco at the moment, just because they shot some key components of the deck, like Duality and Demise. So if you thought the deck was had consistency issues before, even more now, right? So I have 4 duels here. Let's check out the first opponent. We have branded Despia. Although it doesn't look like it's almost full power. I will say it's almost full power. Um, and I'm only saying that because I don't know why he has 3 comedies. You don't really see players run 3 comedies. You normally see 1 or 0. So I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because it's cheap, right? He didn't have like some of the more expensive cards, perhaps. Um, yeah, I don't know what else do people put here. I guess a lot of people use the, what engine is that? The one, the patchwork engine. So he's not using patchwork here. He's using some Dogmatica. Um, so is this like branded Dogmatica? But he doesn't have like the Dogmatica cards. Interesting. Okay, so without further ado, let's check out the duel. I do think branded Despia is gonna be the best deck in this format. Just because a lot of the decks got hit, but branded is still full power. You know, Aliberto 2 is like whatever. Whatever, bro. Okay. So we tribute return for Maiden. Set 2, we pop Maiden. We only do that to really amplify our or maximize our turn. So if you look at our end board, we have Ignis, which can get us +1. We have Shadow Prison, which kinda affects almost every deck, except for like Flu. What's the other one? Sword Soul. More or less anything else gets affected by that. We have an Omni Negate. The good thing about this position is if he activates a card, we activate Ignis, we get Disciples, and as you can see, there's already 3 True Draco cards in the graveyard. We can get +1 next turn for that. So what does he do? Prosperity, that's fine. We can get our Disciples. Yep. So we see the comedy there. We're playing against Despia. He activates Ecclesia into the Albaz. I'm not sure why he didn't activate the effect of Albaz at that time. He went for branded fusion instead. Maybe he didn't want to discard his hand. Yep. He gets Searing. That's fine. It can activate. Summons Preda Plant. But that's going to be negated. That's going to be negated as well. Battle phase. Nope. So we get our draw and the Disciples draw. Then we can make some plays here. Yep, we summon Dynamite, pop the back row, use Diagram to pop Ignis into Heritage. That gets us an extra draw. We get Erupt. And at this point, look at the status of the board. We can just attack here, attack here, attack here. He activates a card, we activate Dynamite, so we're gonna get 9 cards at the end of the turn while he has 2. That's basically what's gonna happen here. And he just scoops at this point. Solid. Pretty solid. To be fair, we did have like a very good turn there. Not very good. Could have been better, but you know, he wasn't able to negate our stuff. So next game we're playing Phantasm Spiral. This is the annoying control deck where they have like a normal mon and you can't really attack the mon. It's very annoying to play against. Interesting, he has like OG cards, Dust Tornado, Regeki Break, right? Stuff like that. So yeah, let's check out the game, see how that went. Only 2 turns, so I guess he went first and then we built our board. Because he's not really gonna get affected by the floodgates. So I don't know why, I don't remember how this ended up. Yep, so his first turn. Does he do extrav? Yep, we go +2. Set 4 pass. Shark. So what do we do here? Heritage, offer return, or Ignis, pop the card, he goes Regeki Break on the Ignis. Activate Ignis, we get Heritage. And we only get Heritage because we want to tribute 1 Heritage, pop the card. This is going to give us 3 draws this turn. Yep, draw 3, we get the diagram. Oh my god, it's too easy sometimes. It's too easy. Alright. Check out our third game. We are playing against Spright Runic. So this is gonna be a good video for people who wants to like get into the meta, because we have replays against the best 2 decks. The number 1 and number 2 arguably. So Spright, Runic, and Ishizu. It's a 50 card deck. Interesting. I wonder how bricky that is, if it's bricky at all. Gravekeeper Strap. Yeah. It's like he went full power Spright, full power Ish, and full power Runic. Well, he did adjust the Runic because it would be too bricky at that point. So yeah, 3 turns, pretty good. Let's check out what happened here. Okay, we went first. Good, good. Were we able to like negate him or not? So we go Desires. That's actually not a good sign playing against a Runic-ish deck, right? Having 25 cards left. We draw 2. Set 4 Demise. Activate. Tribute for Ignis. Activate. Get 1 draw. Summon Maiden. Set. Draw phase, we activate anti-spell. Unfortunate. Game would have been over here if he didn't have destruction. Nothing we can do about that. Unfortunate. We just get our heritage, which is potential fodder for Dynamite once we get it with Maiden. Yep, we go Rivalry here just to make sure he can't make his Runic plays once the Ish are still in the field. Some of our cards get milled. Holy shit, we only have 3 cards left. We activate Return. Summon Dynamite. Basically, we need to build a board where we can win next turn. And if you know through Draco, we struggle with OTKing. It's not an OTK deck. It's very hard to OTK. So the heads up play I make here is I activate Return, offer Apocalypse to pop red so that he can't special summon any more Spright cards. This is basically what's gonna win us the game. He has to end his turn here, and then we have enough mons to OTK basically. Which we kinda need to win because we only have 2 cards left, right? You activate Shuffler. Doesn't really matter. Yep. We definitely got lucky there. Right? We were able to summon so many mons. Our last game, we are playing Branded Despia again, but this is the better one, right? This is the full power one. He's running the Edge Imp with the Patchworks. Where's the Patchworks? Here. 2 Patchworks. Branded Retribution. I don't know if people play that. I don't play Branded too, so you know, I'm not really the best person to ask about this deck. So like I said earlier, they tend to not play comedy, right? But this version has a shit ton of hand traps. Look at that. That's like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hand traps, 15, 16. Holy shit. All right, check it out. Let me know in the comments if you guys are enjoying this content or if you like commentary without commentary. It does take a little more effort to do commentary than just, record the actual replay. So I hope, the efforts are not in vain. Branded Fusion. Rebellion comes out. It's just a matter of how good his hand is. If he's gonna have like a Masquerade plus Mirror Jade. So he is playing this currently like as if, he was Diamond 1. That's definitely some Diamond 1 plays. So all we know is Branded Red is this card. So what's the play here? Heritage, offer it for Ignis. We offer it for Ignis in particular so that if he activates a card, we can just we're gonna pop one of his cards, right? And he kinda has to chain. And if he chains, we get another spell through Draco, which allows us to summon another card and for more interactions. Yep, we pop this card. Yep, we get Disciples. Summons that, and he actually offers who's this? Mirror Jade for Predaplant. Activate, summon Dynamite, pop the other card. I guess he didn't have another card to use, right? He didn't have another Despia card in the graveyard, so that's fine. At this point, we're kind of in a decent position here. We kind of bait out the negates perfectly. We activate Dynamite in response to the Allober and Ignis in response to the Predaplant into the Monarch's Erupt. That's exactly how you're supposed to play it. So we get our 2 cards here while he gets nothing. But that's fine. It's just Monarchs. It's not Shadow Mirror, so he can still make plays here. He still has graveyard effects. But he can't really win through battle since we already have Apocalypse here. Yep, negate. Negate. Chimera. Negate. Whoa! Goddess! Goddess! We need to strike that. And it's game over. He went for the Goddess. Holy shit. Alright, amazing games. Okay, so I'll show you guys the deck profile for that, for those interested. This is the best. I think, you know me, I'm one of the true Draco experts already, as far as the community goes. So here we are. So this is the current build. I think this is the best iteration of the deck. We are running one Pathfinder as like a secondary option to terraforming. This is not as bad as it looks because once you get diagram, you can always just pop the terraforming when you draw it to search for a new card. So it's not as bad as it seems. You have 2 searchers for only 1 field. Standard ratio for the mons, we are running triple upstart. I think this is necessary because the other cards that you can fit here, like if you remove the 3, the other cards are just bricks. You're just adding bricks upon bricks. So the less bricks you have, the better, in my opinion. Of course, you can remove this once they put duality and demise back to 3, but at this point, you kinda have to include that. So Terra, standard demise, duality. Some people run double, triple pot. I think that is so bad just because Ishizu is here. Okay. At most, you're gonna want to use one. Even without Ishizu, you're always gonna want to just use one. Never really two, right? I think two in extreme situations in the past meta, but in this meta, only one. Only one. You have diagram, triple heritage, double disciples. You kinda prioritize heritage more than disciples. Triple judgment, double strike. You could make an argument for triple strike, but you would have to remove anti-spell, and I think anti-spell is kinda good, right? Rivalry, hella important just because, like I said, Despia is gonna be the strongest deck around, so this card really shuts them down, as well as Shadow Prison. And then you have 2 Erupt because 3 is a brick. 3 is definitely a brick. In a deck where you don't have searchers for your mons and you're only running like everyone runs 8 mons, but I run 9 because, you know, even if you get Pathfinder, right, you can just offer it for diagram and then you can start making plays. So I think Pathfinder is kind of necessary at this point. Triple Apocalypse, triple Return. I would say 4 to 5 Floodgates. I do not recommend 6. 6 kind of gets bricky, right? I mean, Spell is kind of a Floodgate too, but you know, it works, right? It affects almost everyone, right? The only downside for this build in particular is if you are facing Flu and Sword Soul, because that means Rivalry and Shadow Mirror don't really affect them. It's a top tier deck that's not affected by your Floodgates, but anything else, like I said, the more important decks, Runic don't get access to Jerry. Spright don't get access to like Blue and stuff. And Despia gets shut down. They can't do anything. So that's gonna be the video. If you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe if you want to support your boy even more. Links to Patreon down in the description. I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers!